YouTube, what's poppin'? What's poppin'? So I've been making a few past and present videos. I've just had a request to make a Man United past and present. This one was actually a tough one, if I'm totally honest with you. There are a lot of players in this game that could have gone into this. I'm not even gonna say 18. Actually, there's 23 because I've actually put a lot of players in here, and there's probably still a few legends that I've actually missed. Um, but yeah, the focus on this team, as I've always said to you, is making it usable. It's not just about making the best players that are in United's history. It's about making the team usable, playable, and fun for you to enjoy if you actually want to do United past and present. Um, as I've said before, I am going to include some SBC cards, which I'm hoping that you've done, if obviously it is a focus of your game. Hopefully, it may make a few of you actually improve your squads if you are doing United past and present, even sorry, may even give you some ideas. But yeah, we'll start with the bench. As always, I think we'll start with the icon Peter Schmeichel here. Legendary keeper. You're probably. I think I'm just gonna say it out off the bat. Actually, a lot of you might not necessarily agree with who I've got in goal, but I think he's probably the best. Well, he might not even be the best, but he's probably the most usable keeper in this game in terms of obviously animations wise, which is what we tend to like. Um, at the back, we've got another player who could easily get into the starting lineup. It's just that we're spoiled for choices, to be honest with you. That's the good thing about United squad, like I've said to you. But yeah, Laurent Blanc, um, he's definitely one you can obviously put into the team. Next, we're gonna go to the present. Two from the past, so let's do one from the present. Fred. This card is actually so good. He's got the skill moves upgrade as well. So again, if you have it in your red picks or you've got a team of the season already, then this is obviously someone that you'd want to sort of get into your team. He has stats in all the right places. You can't really go wrong with him, to be fair. But yeah, I'm gonna put Fred on the bench because I think it's not worth obviously having all icons here as well. We do want to obviously mix it up a bit. Um, Now here's one that I actually wasn't going to put into the team, but I thought that would be just too disrespectful, and I'd probably get a lot of hate from United fans. But I'm gonna put Paul Scholes into here. Um, you could probably, you know what? It's just gonna be a backup option in terms of obviously if you need a midfield change, because Fred is probably a more defensive-minded midfielder in this game. But Scholes is one of those he's got actually got a lethal shot in this game as well. I have played with him. He's not your ideal card in terms of stats, but you might obviously end up enjoying that card. Just spam his finesse shots. Next is Giggs. I couldn't put him into the starting lineup because obviously his card's not the greatest in FIFA. Thing is, the funny thing about him is he does actually have good stats. It's just that he never really plays well. For your wide play, the agility and balance is probably a bit low as well. And he feels very sluggish. Um, what's his weak foot? 4-star weak foot. 3-star skills as well. So I suppose if you're not a skiller, he's probably someone that will make your starting lineup. But yeah, that's obviously the options you have. Um, Next, I'm gonna put Jadon Sancho here. He's had a tough first season. You can obviously everyone obviously knows the potential from his Dortmund days and his England days. This card is actually beautiful, very beautiful. 5-star skills, 5-star weak foot, very easily one probably a very meta card as well. Actually, you probably put this into your starting lineup. Will it beat who I'm planning to put? Probably, but it's really honestly, like I said, it's really up to you. Someone that I could have put in, but I'm gonna put someone else, and a few of you will probably agree, a few of you won't. But that's what this is obviously for. It's a matter of opinion. I'll give you the best that I can think of. But if you want to chop and change things, like I said, guys, feel free. Next is the. Oh, let me make sure I put space. Robin van Persie came to United, conquered as well. I was having a tough time at Arsenal. The transfer that was definitely needed for him. He said he went to win trophies, and that's exactly what he went and did. Won United the league with all the goals as well, and it's quite refreshing to hear that United actually switched their game style to suit his play, because I feel like teams don't do that enough when they obviously do transfers. But yeah, next, this is actually another keeper. that can obviously get into your starting lineup. I like I said, I just wasn't too sure obviously who exactly to go with. So I've obviously mixed it up a bit, but Van der Sar is definitely a lot of people obviously consider him meta as well. So have a shot with him as well. He obviously makes some ridiculous saves as well, but keepers are keepers in this game. So whether you like him or not, um, it's really up to you. Pogba, um, United fans, they either appreciate Pogba or they hate him. It's a very mixed reaction in between the fan base itself, actually. Um, he is a quality player. There's no denying his actual quality in real life football. The issue is people don't feel like he gives 100%. He's injury prone, and he disappears sometimes. But when he's actually in form, he's happy. You've seen the sort of games he can play. But I don't think United are obviously getting 100% out of him. Um, I think he needs obviously a particular system. I'm not going to copy what the media say anyway. I feel like Pogba has obviously done a job in a United shirt. Obviously, a lot of you probably will say that he hasn't done enough though. Next is Roy Keane. Guys, I'm gonna put him on the in the reserves here, but just for the record, actually, if you wanted to um make this team a bit more defensive, because as you'll see from what I do, it is quite an attacking team. But if you want to make it more defensive, I definitely recommend you get Roy Keane in here, or you get Fred. But yeah, I just haven't included them for the sake of obviously playing an attacking formation, because the old school United way is to play attacking football. Um, Maybe not so much now, but everyone obviously loves to see attacking football, don't they? He didn't give. I'm gonna put this player in here. He didn't have many years at United, but I feel like he's still he's a legend in the game itself. Maybe not a United legend, but he definitely is a legend in the game. Um, the only other person I could think of maybe putting here off the top of my head was probably Van Nistelrooy. Like I said, he's not the greatest card in FIFA though. Is my issue with him. Yeah. Last one. Ballon d'Or winner. Not maybe not at United, but at Liverpool. But he did win the league with United, so he gets his props. Um, this is actually a shout for you guys. I put Van Persie on the bench, but I think you can actually genuinely switch Owen and Van Persie if you obviously wanted a substitute. Owen's probably a better super sub anyway. But yeah, let's move on to the starting lineup. Tricky one this is. But in terms of, I feel like United fullbacks options are limited. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go for a three at the back formation. Um, Formation is actually considered meta now anyway by a lot of people, so that's obviously it's not even that. But like I said, the fullback options are quite limited, and I want to get as many quality players as I can in here, without obviously substituting players that just need to get in for the position. But yeah, in the net, David De Gea, 93 rated. Like I said, I was torn between obviously starting Van der Sar or starting Schmeichel. Obviously it's a matter of opinion to yourselves, guys, who you prefer more. What sort of era you were from as well, because a lot of you might not. Well, sorry, I'm not going to say a lot of you. I'm hoping my fan base isn't just kids. But yeah, a lot of you would have actually. Well, a lot of us would have seen David De Gea, so you can sort of relate to that. Maybe not so much Peter Schmeichel, but a lot of you maybe would have seen Van der Sar as well. So yeah. Centre back, centre back, centre backs. Well, there's two solid choices here. The legendary combination is gonna go in. Ferdinand, hands down, and I'm gonna put Vidic in. I don't think there's any sort of dispute in that in terms of the centre back. Third one is gonna have to be Rafael Varane. So in terms of obviously Ferdinand and Vidic, all United fans will know. In the 2000s anyway, that was actually a legendary combination and it won United so many league titles. They didn't used to normally put too much of a foot wrong as well, and they used to complement each other's playstyles. It was obviously it's so difficult to get past. And if you had Varane there, well, I still think Varane is quality. A lot of other fans, I should say, I don't think it's United fans, but a lot of other fans obviously criticise United for getting Varane and saying they didn't get anywhere. It's difficult. It's difficult. They're in a building process. I'll give them that. But yeah. Now let's start with the midfielders. I am gonna put again another player split with the United fan base. Some of you feel like he's absolutely sensational, and United must keep him and build around him. Others think it's time for him to go because he's not pulling his weight enough. He doesn't work hard enough. Um, and I feel like it's probably not the right word to use, but he is a bit of a scapegoat in terms of whenever there's bad performances, people want him to sort of work miracles. So when he doesn't show up, it's not enough for them. But yeah, next to him, I did say it's a very attacking lineup, by the way, guys. Remember, I'm gonna put Beckham in the midfield. I feel like FIFA wise, putting him right mid doesn't really make sense. Only because obviously he lacks the pace, he lacks the dribbling. His dribbling isn't bad, but you can see what I mean in terms of obviously if you're gonna use a wide play, that's kind of what you want in this game. And I feel like he worked quite well as a midfielder. He hasn't got sensational defending stats, but obviously, like I said, if you did want a more defensive variation, you can put Keane or Fred in there. You don't even necessarily have to replace Beckham. You could actually replace Bruno, but because they're both quite similar in the way they play in this game. I still think Beckham will probably offer you more, and it's a bit disrespectful to take Beckham out for Bruno anyway. So, yeah, that's my shout. In right mid, like I said, a lot of you can put Sancho here, but I felt like the person to have here was George Best. Um, Player speaks for himself. I don't know why that card's not showing up. I actually have that George Best card, but it's staying as a concept player. But I will. Yeah, he's definitely the person I would go for in right mid. Sensational player. Let's see his icon profile. It sort of tell you a lot. There you go. Look at all those goals. He had a sensational career at United. Started there as well. Kind of died down after he left, but you can see he's had quite sort of just small appearances in various clubs. He still obviously fired goals because you don't really lose your talent. You just obviously lose your pace and stuff like that as you get older. And if you can adapt your game, then you continue to obviously fire goals. But I think that's obviously a sensational return. You can obviously see his stats as well. Oh, sorry. Yep, his stats as well. Yeah. Why am I on the wrong page? But yeah, his stats as well. They're all in the right places for this game. I don't tend to get on with him too much in this game, but yeah, if you're obviously using United past and present, he is someone I would go for. On the left, this one's probably the most controversial, but I am gonna put him in because, like I said, it's the most usable squad. Oh man, and plus he's helped feed kids as well. So let's let him be in for his hard work and determination on and off the field. Oh well, sorry, off the field. It's a sensational card though, you have to say, and to be fair, I'm not quite sure who you'd replace him with on the left. Maybe Giggs if obviously if you don't have that much disdain for Rashford, and I don't really blame you. But yeah, Marcus Rashford does make the lineup here. Cam. This is obviously a personal preference, but I've gone for Rooney here. This is probably to accommodate for the other attackers as well, and I think that he probably is the person that sort of fits this role quite well. He hasn't got blazing speed, but he's obviously got every other stat in the right place. He obviously and there's no sort of mean. I don't even need to talk about what he's done in United shirt. He gave his sort of best years. He started at Everton, came to United, and as a youngster as well, and just did his job. Um, even in the derby, that goal against City as well, still memorable. Up top, I am gonna opt for. Nah, you know what? Because I know I'm gonna get the wrong one. I'm gonna put Cristiano. Let's show some respect to R9 as well, but CR7 has a place in the squad himself. Without a shadow of a doubt, he deserves it. This card obviously speaks volumes for itself. I actually don't even need to talk about Cristiano Ronaldo, do I? You all know him. You all know what he's done for United. You know what he's done after United, and he has actually had such a huge impact when he's come back to United as well. But yeah, just to complete the squad, guys. I am gonna opt for Cantona. Once I can get him, he's probably a centre forward, isn't he? Yeah, that's probably why. You could obviously, if depending on how you play, guys, you can obviously do that. But this is what I would opt for in terms of obviously usability. Um, Ooh, yeah, he actually ended his career at United, so he actually had quite a nice run. But look at that return, guys. That's what you want from your attackers, don't you? Even on the French national team, absolute legend. Um, done everything in the United shirt as well. Yeah, guys, that's the team I built. Feel free to let me know down in the comment section how you would change this team, or if there's any other icons that I should be adding in, or someone I've missed exactly. Um, maybe someone will tell me that Schweinsteiger probably doesn't need to be here. I don't know. I don't know. It was so tough to honestly make this team, but there was a request, and I thought, you know what, subscribers asked, let's give him something good. Who would we put as the manager here, guys? That's a tough choice. You know what? I'm probably gonna let. Oh, can I even search managers? No, but it's not gonna let me search it. But I put Ole there. Just so obviously it's a past and present. You may as well have a United icon as well. But yeah, guys, that's the end of the video. Let me know what you think. Please feel free to share the video, like, comment, and subscribe for further content. Thank you.